Okay, I totally had a good day yesterday, and I am off. Center, one moment, please. There we go. So let's get to my low, my high, my active kindness, shall we? Um, okay, you know what? I'm just gonna say this right now. Yesterday's dinner was so good that my low is I didn't get as much as I wanted to. It was incredible. For those of you who would like to know, yesterday we had my mom had some guests over. I believe it's a nurse that she works with, and she brought her husband and her kids, and my brother and his wife and my nephews were there. It was a big party full of kids and stuff. It was wonderful. It was great. You know, we got to swim in the pool. You know, had a chat. You know, play around a little bit. You know, had dinner together. It was wonderful. If you couldn't already tell, that's my high. And naturally, my act of kindness was, you know, because there was a lot of kids I had to help, watch over. It was my three nephews that were there, and our guests had four kids that they brought over. So we had to watch them too. And, my act of kindness was, helping out with that. As well as, I really don't know why my mom made such a big deal about thanking me for this. Because personally, even though it is technically an act of kindness, I don't really see it as all that significant. But, she thanked me for jumping into the pool and, playing around. Which, I would have done anyway. But I think she was really harping on the fact that my father didn't get a suit and he didn't jump in either. Which, again, personally, I don't think it's that big a deal. But, I guess it is kind of nice. My mom gave me, a compliment like that. And that was very nice. And with that said, good morning and happy Saturday, everyone. I forgot the day of the week. It's Saturday. What am I doing? Okay, so let's see what we wind up doing. Actually, it's really funny because my mom only just recently got a heater for the pool that we have. Well, really, they have. I don't live there anymore, but for the pool that they have. And she actually didn't leave it on. And the water was 84 degrees. Cool and refreshing, but definitely not like ice cold, But between like that and the fact it was like slightly breezy, if you got out of the water at all, man, you were cold. You were really cold. Like after I got out of the water, I immediately, I had to take a shower and get all the chlorine off of me, of course. But like I needed like a hot shower just to like feel warm again. And it was nice. Got to actually, one thing about the importance of having these particular guests over is this nurse that my mom works with has a set of twins as well. Sound familiar? Because yes, I actually have a set of nephews who are twins. I don't think I said that correctly, but the point is, my mom has been asking this lady friend of hers who, I believe is a nurse, because, she has twins, and if they get too big for their stuff, they give the hand-me-downs to my nephews, which is actually great, because, you need that stuff. One of the kids, though, was really funny, because he wanted to play with some of the toys that were more for my nephew's age, and he was too mad because he was too big to play with them. You know what? I have to say, I'm pretty sure we've all felt that way before. We're growing up and we're like, oh man, bigger people get to do stuff that we can't do. And then we finally get to that age where we are the bigger people and we see something really cool that's probably too young for us to play with or something. We're like, oh man, little kids get all the fun. Seriously, who has never felt that way before? Oh boy. But it was a lot of fun. The guests were, in terms of dinner, the guests were very kind enough and they made a salad for us. It was a very good salad. Had cherry tomatoes and lettuce and bell peppers and zucchini. Was it? No, it was cucumber. Cucumber, right? A cucumber in it. Surprisingly, not very many onions though. Well, that's a nitpick. I mean, you guys know me. I love onions. So, there's also carrots in the salad too. There's carrots in the salad. Yeah, it was a very good salad overall. And my mom had, okay, one thing my mom always loves to do is whenever we have guests over, especially in the summertime, she likes to mix watermelon and blueberries together in like a little bowl and like toss it over. And it's just one of those combinations that I can't quite put my finger on, but they just have an affinity for each other, I think. They just do. I mean, I guess because of the color contrast, because, the flesh of watermelon is usually red and, blueberries. Well, technically, if Randy Feltface will tell you that blueberries are purple, but, pretty much opposite ends of the color spectrum. Like, I think that's what's appealing about it. No, okay, the one time I actually combined that. I got some fresh basil, some salt, and some lime juice. Oh, that was good. That was real good. Like, that should be what you make for a salad. Then again, you guys know me. I love basil as well. Pretty sure basil's probably my all-time favorite herb. And it all just works. And my mom also had strawberries, which now that I think about it, hugest opportunity for something involving the strawberries, but I'll get to that in a second. And for the main course, my mom made a lasagna and garlic bread. I've done a Mom Food Chronicle I talked about garlic bread before, and I know I've talked about lasagna before. So I really need to go into much here, but it was a very good lasagna. It was a little cheesier than I felt it normally is. Because I remember trying to get a piece, and there was like a big old cheese bowl that like went across the table before it actually got on my plate. I should have taken a photo of that, but the line was getting kind of long, and I wanted to quickly serve myself and get out of there and take a few contractually obligated Instagram-worthy photos, which at this moment in time they should have already been posted on social media. If you guys are looking at them, I hope you all enjoy. And for dessert, my mom made homemade chocolate cupcakes with homemade frosting. You could have a chocolate cupcake with chocolate frosting, or the cupcake I wound up having was a chocolate cupcake with vanilla frosting. I mean, I'll admit, I love chocolate as much as the next guy, but you're telling me, like, what am I doing? Am I doing double chocolate or chocolate and vanilla? I'll do chocolate and vanilla. This actually reminds me of something that I swear is not going to come across as racist, but it's actually been scientifically proven that vanilla is in fact sweeter than chocolate. And before you go saying that's racist, let me remind you, vanilla is a black bean in nature, and the cacao bean, where chocolate comes from, is not black in nature. There's like a whole ton of scientific processes that could be used to explain why those things are the way they are. But I'm not going to get into them here. They're just something that, you can look up yourself. And it makes sense. It's honestly really good that you have like, because here's the thing. I mentioned this before. There was this one place in Painted Post, New York called Rambler's Rest. It was like a diner sort of, diner food ever. They made the best milkshakes ever, especially their chocolate milkshakes. And here's why. They made their chocolate milkshakes with vanilla ice cream, and they just loaded that thing with Hershey's chocolate syrup. Like, that was the perfect chocolate milkshake to me. Sadly, I've been trying to recreate it, and I've come close a couple times, but here's the thing. I don't have access to a soft serve machine. I should probably tell you, Rambler's Rest use vanilla ice cream from their soft serve machine. And I'm sans a soft serve machine. If I had one, I probably would use it. Somebody's having fun out there. If I had a soft serve machine, I would totally use it, but I don't. So, sorry. Maybe someday. Like, seriously, I'll get famous and I'll get a soft serve machine. And then I'll try and put that to the test then. How's that? But I mentioned there was a missed opportunity regarding the strawberries earlier, right? What I meant was there was a chocolate cup. I had a chocolate cupcake with vanilla icing on it. And I totally could have put a strawberry on that to make it a Neapolitan effect. For those of you who don't know, Neapolitan is, what we refer to as chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry in the same, like, carton of ice cream or whatever. It's actually okay. Personally, if I'm going to choose one of those three, I'll choose vanilla. But it really is good. I've had it a couple times before. And a fun fact about Neapolitan ice cream that some of you probably wouldn't know is Neapolitan ice cream is obviously it's originated here in the States, but it's based off of an Italian dish. Yeah, it really is. See, the Italians actually have a gelato flavor called Spumoni, which for Americans, Neapolitan ice cream is chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry, whereas in Italy, it's either chocolate or vanilla, and actually no, it's chocolate. There's always chocolate in there. To replace vanilla, Spumoni uses pistachio, and to replace strawberry, the Italians have cherry. So there you go. Spumoni was originally from Italy and came to the States, and with vanilla and strawberry, and obviously chocolate was never going to die, but with vanilla and strawberry getting popular, like, why don't we try this together? And it works. So there you go. You guys now know the sort of interesting history about Neapolitan ice cream, in case anyone wanted to look that up or whatever. I actually quite find it fascinating. In fact, full disclosure, I actually do want to try Neapolitan ice cream one day. Or, not Neapolitan, Spumoni. Because I have heard lots of good things about it. I think Food Network star Alex Guarnaschelli did a YouTube video about Spumoni ice cream, which it looks really good. And I would definitely give it a try, for sure. Although, I've heard Spumoni be done differently. Like, sometimes, like, the combination is what I said, chocolate, pistachio, and cherry. I've seen combinations where it's pistachio, chocolate, and vanilla. I've seen vanilla, cherry, and pistachio. Like, any one of those four, like, 3 out of 4 of those ingredients or flavors that I'm talking about is in Spumoni, usually. And lots of people tend to do this differently. But I think the closest comparison would probably, the one that's most ideal, would probably be the chocolate, pistachio, and cherry, because, again, Neapolitan ice cream is chocolate, vanilla, and strawberry. Opposites in a way. And that's why it works. But I'm getting ahead of myself. The point is I could have made myself a Neapolitan cupcake and I totally missed that opportunity. Rats. Maybe another time. But the cupcakes were very, very good. And my mom is sometimes a bit hard on herself because she didn't think she did a great job of frosting the cupcakes. Personally, I didn't think there was a problem with that at all. I thought they were very good cupcakes. No complaints here. But if she went back and like, yeah, maybe I could have done this part a little bit differently. Okay. Because here's the thing. She was actually kind of hard pressed for time because she knew she was having company come over, but she kind of like sometimes she underestimates just how much she has to get done to get everything right, because my mom likes to be a good house guest. She likes to clean everything up, vacuum, get everything ready in terms of food, stuff like that. And sometimes when we're up at the lake, my father and I will get yelled at because even though we're clearly helping, we could be doing more. And yeah, I mean, it's not like we're not helping her at all. Not at all. But my mom gets stressed really easily, I guess. And I may or may not be one of the reasons why. I'm her kid. Of course she's going to be stressed about how her kids are doing. She's a mom. She's supposed to do that. Literally any person watching this who is a mom will tell you that no matter how old they are or how successful they are, they are going to be stressed out about their kids. That's just how it works, I guess. And no, I probably won't understand until I happen to have kids one day. Well, looks like I'm SOL because I gotta find the right woman first, and I'm not really having the best luck with that. This got very sad, didn't it? I'm not gonna end this on a sad note, don't worry. So all in all, yesterday was a very fun day with wonderful company. I hope I get to see you again. I'm going to see my nephews at some point soon again. It was wonderful. Got to swim in my mom's pool. Great dinner. I love when my mom makes lasagna. Would you believe it? My reasoning why I asked my mom to make lasagna those years ago was because of Garfield and Friends. What do you say, man? Garfield and Friends was a great show. I'll end the video there. Like, favorite, channel, subscribe button, follow me on social platforms on YouTube. I'm very humble in this video for all of you guys watching. For anyone, have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And remember, you guys want to talk to us, we're here to learn. So, you're back. Take care and make good choices. Have a nice day.